What is considered marital versus non-marital or a separate property in Utah in a divorce proceeding? Attorney Kelly Peterson explains. Generally, if somebody owns something before the marriage, that is typically going to be considered separate property and not part of the marital estate. Therefore, it is generally not subject to division during divorce proceedings. Gifts that one party receives during the course of the marriage will generally be considered a separate property, as will inheritances. The main exception to whether or not this kind of separate property can become part of the marital estate is if the property has been commingled with the marital property to the point that it loses its separate character. For example, one party owns stock and sells that stock in order to purchase a different financial asset jointly with their spouse. Now, suppose each of them has put money into the new financial asset. Then that financial asset grows, and part of it is sold. Sometimes one spouse continues to contribute certain amounts and then stops contributing, and then the other spouse begins contributing. It becomes difficult to trace how much of the growth of the new financial asset is a result of the investment of the premarital asset. How much was the result of the market forces after the new asset was purchased? And how much was the result of contribution of the other spouse? Under that kind of circumstance, the court will likely consider the premarital funds used to help purchase the new financial asset to be considered commingled and now part of the marital estate. Additionally, if the other spouse has augmented, maintained, or protected that separate property, or in some way made valuable contributions to preserving that separate property, then the court may also consider it to be commingled and no longer separate.
Call attorney Kelly Peterson in Provo, Utah today. The areas of family law are complex and ever-changing. Kelly Peterson has extensive experience and expertise practicing as a family law attorney in a variety of areas.